Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
What's up, MP?
My favorite player, man. You always deliver.
And we welcome you to a special night of regular season hoops. This one counts as part of the NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the stats for Trae Young.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. It's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spots. Then it's Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball, and it's Money in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the 3 slot. It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide-open guy.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. You know, in Game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's Daniels, and there's a 3-second violation. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Money, 15 in his last outing. The quick look, no good that time.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. There's Young with the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
The three from Rizachet. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Johnson with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Young, takes a 3, and it's Young again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The kick out to Williams. For 3, Bridges fires in the triple.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
They get it back.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. Now here's Young. Last game, he had 28 points. And Atlanta misses again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Daniels. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And as we near the end of the group stage, let's see where we stand in the NBA Cup tournament.
Well, this is an interesting format. Since each team plays so few games towards the NBA Cup, they get weeded out in a hurry.
And Young, here we go. Pass to Rizachet. Will it go? On target from range. Rizachet's got 6.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Here's Miller, guarded by Okongwu. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Here's Johnson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Back to Ball. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 5.
Wow, did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. It's stolen. He's got a clear path. He goes up. Here's Money. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Okongwu, a screen on Miller. Pass to Johnson. And here's Young. Over Ball. And that one comes up a bit short.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
Shoots over Young. Ball. No good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Daniels, still without a bucket. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
And here's Young. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Here's Okongwu. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Here's Ball. And it's good for 2. Ball's got 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's go to the leaderboard and see which teams have been leading in assists this season. Hawks trail by 9. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. It's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spots. Then there's Trey Mann, then it's Williams, and it's Money in at the 2-guard position. Boucher down low, working on Williams. Young misses. Hornets leading by 9. Pass to Money. Outside Mann, shoots over Young, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Give him 8.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Bufkin. He's guarded by Mann. Fires from the line. Yes, on the jumper.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Bridges outside. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Bridges hits them both. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things. The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Ball, he's checked in for Mann. And count it! it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Russell comes in for Trae Young. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Williams passes to Ball. Bridges outside. Jacks up a three. Hits the trifecta. Bridges has got 8.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Johnson a screen on Ball. Russell from outside. And the Hawks with another 3.
I love how fiery Russell is. Just nailing the revenge 3 in style.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Cavaliers played really well. He ended with 15 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. That's the danger of letting him get into a groove. We'll see if it carries over into tonight, Brian.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
Hawks trail by 8. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Williams. Russell from outside. The rebound by Bridges.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Ball taking his time here. Pass to Money. And he gets the bucket. He's got 9. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Now here's Johnson. Boucher outside. Here's Russell. The 3. Doesn't go for him. Ball right side. Pass to Williams. Johnson against Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And now a 12-point Hornet lead. Atlanta's gone 2 of 6 from distance. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Charlotte on top, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Taking a look at Charlotte, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Money. And no good, trying to use the glass.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Young. For the tie. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Money. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Daniels passes to Young. Okongwu, a screen on Miller. Rizachet, no good. Hornets leading by 5. Fires the 3. Miller can't get it to go.
Man, you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Ball. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. The Hawks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Ball. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Miller. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Miller's got 9.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now Young. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
The Hornets with a lead. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Young looking for an opening. Okongwu, a screen on Ball. There's Young with the 3. Drills it from deep. 6 points for him.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity. Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu, a screen on Miller. Pulls up. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Young finds Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Bridges. Here's Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a nice setup by Young. He reads the floor so well.
Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Pass to Daniels. And he banks in the layup. Daniels has got 10 points in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Daniels misses. Charlotte's gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Bridges passes to Money. Back to Bridges. Fires for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Young from long range. The three ball is good from Young.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Atlanta making a change here. Boucher's checked in. To the middle. Pass to Money. It's Bridges on the wing. Ball against Young. Three-pointer. LaMelo knocks down the long one.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Okongwu, high post. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. From deep, Johnson. The shot that time not on target. Charlotte's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The game on the line. Ice Trey.
Hawks trail by 3. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. It's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spots. Then it's Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Money in at the 2. Here's Bufkin. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 11. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Niang outside. Young drives it in. Williams grabs the board.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
And the Hawks shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
Here's Miller, using his post moves to get the 2 points. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks, trailing by 5. Boucher outside. Pass to Bufkin. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Bufkin. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Ooh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Bufkin. And rejected.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Wagner's checked in for the Hawks. Daniels comes in for Krejci. Money, pass to Ball. And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Young. Wagner outside. Here's Daniels, guarded by Miller. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bufkin from the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Money, pass to Ball. Shoots over Young. Charlotte again missing. For Atlanta, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Bufkin, no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Ball passes to Bridges. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Here's Bufkin, and he drives in. On the wing, Daniels. Wagner for 3. He drops it from range. Wagner's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hornets leading by 5. Inside, here's Bridges. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Boucher a screen on Ball. Here's Young. Pass to Wagner. Here's Daniels. Here's Bufkin. Shot from the low post is good.
Daniels using that vision.
The Hornets have gone 6 for 9 here in the 4th quarter. Miller, the pass to Money. Back to Miller. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Bufkin. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Ball against Young. Here's Money. Miller left side. Shot from 12. Rebounded by the Hawks. Boucher's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Young. Pass to Bufkin. There's the triple. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Money. There's the 3. Rebound, Trae Young. Here's Bufkin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bufkin's got 20 points.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
There's Ball with a 3. That one is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the wing, right side. Bufkin, no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to Money. Bridges outside. Ball outside. Launches it. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Just one made basket for him here in the 4th, but it's a big one.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Boucher. Johnson comes in for Wagner. And it's Rizachet in for Bufkin. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Hornets leading by 6. Mann, the pass to Miller. Here's Money. Miller on the wing. Back to Mann. Out to Bridges. Pass to Williams. Bridges with it. Over to the left wing. Outside Mann. Over Young. And that one's good. Mann. And the Hornets lead by 8.
and trying to put the game away. He's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Here's Money. Out to Bridges. For three. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 6. Here's Rizachet to the inside. Pass to Young. Here's Daniels. The kick out to Young. And here's Johnson. And a miss there on the triple.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Bridges passes to Money. Miller left side. Yes! He nails it!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu! Great game for him. Double-double now.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Here's Miller. And the three off target.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Daniels passes to Young. Misses the three. Hornets leading by 6. Pass to Bridges. Miller, he's open. The rebound by Atlanta.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Out to the wing. Lets it fly. Miller pulls it in.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's Money. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal. Team first.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Atlanta calls timeout. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's stolen by Johnson and stolen by Williams. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
The shake. No luck on that one. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And for the NBA Cup tournament, they finished group play with a 3-1 record.
Yeah, they put some extra effort into these NBA Cup games, if you ask me. Now, proving they came to play this year.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Thought they had a chance tonight.
we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them.